Our entire lives we've been put into these specific silos of what we're supposed to do. And what I want to discuss is breaking out of those silos and really trying to think about a unique way that we can look for jobs. Because you don't have to form the resume, submit the resume, pray someone calls you, and then pray you ace the interview, and then pray no one else is saying I'll work for $14 an hour. So what we're going to do is take a radically different approach and check out some of the different options that we do have. Kind of the job search philosophy I would encourage you guys to try is look at it a little bit like college. LinkedIn is the bar. If you're looking to meet somebody, go on LinkedIn. That's where recruiters hang out, meet them, become friends with them. If you want to take things to the next level, maybe send them a tweet. What I've learned throughout my career, and I was in recruiting for about 3.5 years, is that companies, and I think schools to a certain extent, want to train you to be extremely submissive in the job search process. They want you to follow their roles as far as I will write a resume, I will submit a resume, and then I will wait for your response, and then whatever you offer me as far as salary is concerned is fine. I'm just so gracious that you, Mr. and Mrs. Employer, were able to take your time to even talk to me. College job fairs, in my opinion, are an excellent way to keep the caste system that they have involved. Google probably wasn't here. IBM probably was not here. At least they weren't when I was there. Who was here? CDW, Windy City Wire, Chicago Office Technologies. Well, what if you don't want to work for those companies? What if you want to work for some of the companies over at the U of I job fair that aren't here? Well, you can't get in there because you're not a U of I student. So they keep the caste system involved where people from ISU need to get ISU jobs. People from U of I need to get U of I jobs. We can fix that. What matters is what you do differently in your job search. I think a lot of companies are going to switch everything besides their sales staff and their remote support staff and their production staff to being 1099 contractors. And the reason for this is you have the government taking over healthcare probably in the next 5 to 6 years. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but it's what's going on right now. So what we're looking at is historically your insurance has been provided through your employer. That's not going to be the case anymore. I think long-term, people who know how to use social networks and social media properly are going to have the edge because the visibility is going to be out there. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with search engine optimization at all, but it's probably one of the most powerful things out there. It's when you type into Google a term, what comes up first? If yourself and your site is properly optimized, that's going to be the first result. That's how people in our generation search for things. We don't use the phone book anymore to find, pizza. You pull out your phone, you Google it, you make the call. I think that's the direction we're headed in terms of resumes and consultants. I think the traditional resume is going to be absorbed into a personal blog, a personal website. People are going to spend a lot more time building their online brand instead of the static piece of paper. And then last but not least, in 5 years, I don't think you'll see Career Builder, Monster, Dice at all. It's too big, it's too expensive. Companies don't want to pay $5,000 a year just to be able to search a resume database that they can find on LinkedIn or Facebook. There's absolutely no reason for it. Technology is passing them by, and I don't think the job boards are going to be able to adapt. This is what I was raised with. Now watch, he's going to be walking here in a second, and his pants are going to be soaked, but he's ankle deep in water. The worst moment of my life.
So are you saying that it's not uncommon today in the job search that for employers to have already know a lot more about you than you think that they know about you before you even set foot in the room for the interview?
So, a lot of people think they're a lot smarter than they are, and they go to your Facebook page and like, oh, yeah, he's got a girlfriend. Right, you know everything about me. Good job, Joyce. Yay. A lot of people don't even know like the stuff in the video exists. They don't take the time to learn it. It's out there. It's such a powerful tool if you know how to get information on people. Because I guess just think about it. The company has the resume on you. So they know all about you. you don't know anything about them. Would you go on a date with somebody you didn't know anything about? No, that's a good way to wind up in a dumpster. So you can take that energy, take that power, flip that back and know more about them than they know about you.